Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First carry for Nick Chubb. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check it back, check it back.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for the Browns. And even 40 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
Hey, watch 28. Watch tight end. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. 36, 36. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 37, check. Watch the shit.
They'll run for the first time with Hill. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 28-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Next to score, Browns 7, Steelers 0.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 8. Read. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Check 24, check 24. 4 big. Ready.
They'll run on first down. Swift, and he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the Browns' 45-yard line.
Chad Hunt, 70 and 54. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Second and 11. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Jannard Avery racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. On fourth down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Browns drive about to get started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Shoot. Go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Mike's 50.
Now King looking to throw on second down. He'll let it go deep. And got his man complete. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 83 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up first and 10. They're going to get 9 here on first down as he gets this one up to the 34-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offense coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jannard Avery, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. I'm here. H3, 218. Chopper. Check.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he finds McDonald. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Swift. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And his pass incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
53, check 53.
2nd and 10. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Vance McDonald with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's King on first down. It's caught. Beckham. There he goes right side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Safety's creeping.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. A give running right is Chubb. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Chubb running right. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. A run for Nick Chubb. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw. King. This is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Watch the eye. Squeeze. That's a what?
They'll give it to Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. And certainly some credit there for that touchdown goes to the offensive line.
They never get the credit they deserve in the stat sheet, but they are the reason that they got the points. Excellent job up front, clearing the way for the score.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready? Check 52.
2nd and 13. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Check. Check out route. Trump.
Throwing on first down. King. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A very solid gain of 27. To throw is King. Throwing on first down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Let's go, D. Let's go. So Mike's number 1.
Back to throw. King. It is intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. He was looking for Landry that time.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the locker. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. 2nd and 14. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down.
At the 49-yard line.
80 weapon. 80 weapon. Hayward.
He'll drop to throw. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So first and 10 now from the 30. On play action, they'll throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Olivier Vernon, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. He's at the 40. 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On second down now, it's Connor. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Mack Wilson in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Well, they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? How do they score here, especially a touchdown? It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They're going to need some therapy after this.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And now running right through him. A big play that time out of Chubb. 43 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. They'll run with Chubb. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. That's to his running back, complete. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Trying to collect. Check nine. Charlie. Cheetah, ready, go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Get him, boys. 55, routine spill. Eat. Watch the slant. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
He'll look to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Check 26.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mack Wilson. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Go. Watch the run. Check 50. Go. Slam.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there. On the carry, it's Chubb. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a 1st down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that. I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak. It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score. I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can. Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And this will be taken at the 13. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
be a magazine cover. They keep on trying to find a ways to push my buttons. I came out of the jungle where it rain and it thunder, but I bring the heat like the summer. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rain, snow, sleet, every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off, but haters get up. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always beating the odds. Taking all these trips I